Okay, we won the fight. What do? I set up for the next one. Immediately take high ground. My Panther's up here. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be nice. I see the squirrel girl here pushed up by herself. She's my target. Unfortunately, my squids get destroyed. No cooldowns. What do? Go back to main. Get some healing. I realize I don't have to drop down because nobody saw me, right? Uh, and I don't know. I just for some reason I felt comfortable up there. I'm thinking of using my ultimate here. Yeah, I saw Panther go in, so I decided to drop it in. I didn't know she was gonna ult, right? I usually ignore ults of Neymar because I could kill through them. But nah, it ended up working out because I hit her and then she ended up dying. Bang! Bang! Okay. Let's go back to that. So I go for my play. Right? I shoot at her. I have no cooldowns. Fight is even, but I have no cooldowns. What does that mean? It means I go back to me. Just gonna go through that again in the story. How so much time we're on? 22 minutes. Wow. Right. Winning fight, right? Got a kill. We got a kill on our support, right? What else? My team is alive. Winning fight. Our Panther's dead, but he's a Panther. It doesn't matter. So what I do? Immediately go high ground. My deck was ulting or something. And they just don't see me. This is why it's so good to be on high ground, right? Especially in these ranks, people don't really pay attention to you. I'm just shooting for free. Nobody's shooting at me. Nobody's doing anything about me, and I'm just shooting them for free. I bet in their chat somebody's saying like, "Yo, somebody deal with that Neymar. Somebody deal with my Neymar." I'm doing so much more up here than I'd be able to do down here. So much more because I have a better angle, and a lot of people use the excuse of like, "Oh man, I need to heal for my healers, bro. They're right there. They're not far. There's no reason why you shouldn't be up here." Again, just abusing my high ground. I'm not even hitting shots. I'm not even hitting shots. My aim is terrible. Okay, so they spotted me. You saw that? Oh, they shot me. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta go. See? They spotted me. You got sending somebody else up there. Back to me. Because they, and I'm thinking like if that tank comes down here, he dies. He should not be up there. He's not a DPS. He shouldn't be up there. I put down my squids to because I know the fight is gonna come to us now. I spot this magic, and she dies. I know they had a Jeff. I never saved my ult for Jeff personally, unless I happen to have it. I actually rarely save it for Jeff because watch this. If I was Neymar and I had all my cooldowns, I bubble this, put down two squids, and kill him instantly. Granted, I had help from my teammate there, but no matter what, he would have died. Winning position. We just won the fight. Where do I go? High ground. Immediately go to high ground. I actually go over here because this spot has been working, so I'm just gonna keep using it. I'm gonna keep abusing something until it stops working. See? Again, I'm up here. They don't see me again, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Two squids. I thought there would be somebody over there. There wasn't. So I was like, let me just focus on this Neymar. Headshot, guys. Boom, another one. That was, the squids work, but whatever. So right here, I'm not sure if we're winning or losing. Apparently we're winning. Alright, we won. And there you go. I didn't die once. Let me see the stats. Uh, 5 deaths. That was probably from the last round. But on Neymar right here, I didn't die once. Neither did my Magneto, to be fair. But my position was really good. Really good, honestly. I'm sure if I like nitpicked, I could be like super optimal. But for the most part, like my rotations were really good. Notice, and also notice how I was taking different off angles, different high grounds. I didn't come here every time, and I didn't come there every time. Because when you get spotted, people are going to be checking that every once in a while, right? Once you get spotted the first time, so you want to go somewhere else. Okay, so this was a really long video. I'm probably going to split it in half or try to, but and, but I hope that gave you a better idea, or like a significantly better idea, because I saw one of your games, and I might break it down eventually, where I saw your team walking in a single file line to point, like literally like kids on the way to lunch class, and I saw the other team, one guy all the way on the left, one guy all the right, two people in the front, two people in the back, and it's like, oh my God, I already knew your team was going to lose the fight because you guys were going to be surrounded, right? And the problem was the reason it's so good to take off angles and high ground is because imagine you're a team over here, right? What's more difficult? Let's say you're playing Moon Knight, right? Let's say there's 6 people right there. You just shoot down main and you're hitting every single person. But let's say there's a Neymar up here, Panther's thinking about a dive up there. There's a Hulk over here, or Hulk thinking about jumping if he's over here or over here, and there's Magneto over here, and there's a support over here, and then a support around this corner, right? Now, all of a sudden, picking a target becomes so much harder. All of a sudden, you have to pick one instead of hitting multiple people at the same time. And the other thing is too, like, let's say I'm on Neymar, right, and you guys are all stacked up. I'm not playing Moon Knight anymore, right? But I don't even have to aim. I just shoot. I just shoot down main, and if there's 6 people here, I'm hitting somebody. I'm hitting somebody. I think the best example was when they played Squirrel Girl for a second, right? They were trying to use it so that way they could push a little bit. But the thing is, because my positioning was good, right? She had to deal with me first, right? Or else she was going to die before she could pressure the rest of my team. And I was indirectly getting a fuck ton of value because the best thing Squirrel Girl could do, right, is push, right? You shoot from spawn and deal a trillion damage. But again, if there's somebody here denying that Squirrel Girl that value, right? Threatening to kill you, threatening to kill all your healers. You have to shoot at that one person first instead of 6. That's why we off angle in high ground. That's why. Because even if you stand here and hit no shots, I'm talking 0, right? You will still bring a lot of value from the pressure you take off your team, right? It indirectly also creates space because less pressure on the tanks, less damage to them, so now they could push easier. And because they could push easier, now you can go for deeper flanks and deeper off angles. This is why it's 202. This stuff makes you exponentially better, right? If you're a better DPS, right, it helps your tanks push. It helps your tanks push. You could do more stuff, right? So this is the point of 202. Stuff that makes your team so much better, creates a lot of value, and this is like the difference between bad players and good players, right? Good players and excellent players. Um, So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you don't know how to off angle, right, or high ground, and you just for some reason you just don't feel comfortable doing it, go into quick play and play a whole match where you're not allowed to be in main at all. You're only allowed to walk through here, walk through here, walk through here, be up here. You're not allowed to step on the main road of the game. This applies to every game mode, this applies to every map, this applies to every DPS except one. And that one is Bucky. Because Bucky is so broken and he has no mobility. So he has to stay in main because he doesn't have a choice. Off-angling with Bucky is stupid. Or not off-angling, but flanking with Bucky or taking high ground with Bucky is stupid. He brings people to him and he earthbounds them. That's what he does. He doesn't go to them. Okay, I think that's everything. Again, being on high ground, huge amount of advantage, even if you can't hit shots. You could you should be doing it on every single DPS, no exceptions at all. I keep saying that over and over because I never want to hear like, oh, I have to be in the back to protect the healers, for example. Because you can protect the healers from up here, as long as you're close enough to them, right? You just need to be close enough to come back. You don't have to be literally next to them. Okay, I think that's everything. If you guys don't believe me, just watch higher level players of the characters you play, right? They're in main 30, 40, 50% of the time, but not the whole game. Not maybe less than that, maybe less than 50. All right. I think that's everything. I'm gonna chop this video in half because it just ended up being too long. So, yeah, goodbye.